assessment question number 4. So this one was, what is 1/3 plus 2/5? So I looked at it like this. I said, well, what's 1/3 plus 2/5? And then I asked myself, well, what do 1/3 and 2/5 go into? And I said, well, I went 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and then I went 5, 10, 15, and I said, ooh, they both go into 15, right? So I said, well, what do you have to multiply to get those to 15? So in the giant 1 up here, I put 5 over 5. So 3 times 5 on the bottom is 15. And then in the numerator, 1 times 5 is 5. Okay. And then over here, I said 5 times 3 is 15. So I went 3 over 3. Because 3 over 3 is 1. 5 over 5 is 1. You can multiply anything by 1, right? And then 2 over 3 is 6. I added those up. 5 plus 6, we have 11 out of 15. Over here, we said, what is 5/8? Take away 3/16. So we had 5/8 up here, and we had 3/16 down here. And what do they both go into? I went 8, 16, 24, 32, and then I went 16, 32, and then I'm like, well, they both go into 32. And then it dawned on me, they both go into 16. So I tried to change this one to 16, and I changed this one. I should say I kept that one as 16, right? So this one, 16 times 1 is 16, 3 times 1, so it just stays 3/16. This one, 8 times 2 is 16, and then 5 times 2 is 10. So I just went 10, subtract 3 is 7, with a denominator of 16. 7/16. Down here it says, in this circle, one piece of the pie is not labeled. What is the size of this piece? So your work. So what I did, I just said, well, what do 3 and 5 both go into? So, same as this. They both go into 15, right? So I changed this one to 15. And I went 5 over 5. So that's 5/15 is the same as 1/3. And then for 2/5, I said something over something is going to give us 15. And I said 3 over 3. So on the top, we have 11/15. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun. We have 6/15. 6 plus 5 is 11/15. So if this is 11/15, this is 5 out of 15, right? And this is 6 out of 15. So those two make 11. How big does this one have to be? It's got to be something out of 15. And these two add up to 11. So it's got to be 12, 13, 14, 15. It's got to be 4 out of 15. That's how big that piece is. My reasoning, I don't know how you did it, but the way I did it, I wanted to find out what the lowest common denominator was as 15. Then I changed all my fractions, and then I found it easy to figure out what the missing piece was. That's what I was thinking. All right, if we have time, what we're going to do is we're going to go to this extension. And this extension is tricky, and you're going to see it again and again in the next few years. But it's good just to see it. Even if you don't understand it yet, it's good just to see it. So I'm going to play that now.